It's game ball time here at Statesman.com Monday, here with Danny Davis and Rick Cantu. It's time to take a look back at the weekend that was in the high school football world in Central Texas. And guys, let's start off with what we learned from the weekend. Rick, let's start with you. What did you learn from week 6 in the high school football world?
If I learned anything, Billy Ray McCrary of Rouse is one tough hombre. He had the tendon torn off his right thumb in the previous week, and he was told that he was going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with surgery. As it turns out, he didn't need surgery. It would heal on its own, and there he is a week later in the backfield running the football. As running back, he will not play quarterback for the rest of the year, but he played with pain, and he's going to gut it out this year.
That's amazing. Danny?
We don't talk a lot about private schools here, but I think we need to keep an eye on 2 of our TAPS team, Hyde Park and Regents. Are both 6-0. 2 weeks from now on the 25th, they're going to play each other. And it's very possible they still have to get past, Regents has to beat San Antonio Holy Cross, and Hyde Park has to beat San Antonio Christian this week, but they both could be 7-0 next week. They're both playing well. Hyde Park averaging 47.5 points per game on offense with Grant Brown, their quarterback, Will Zudek, a pretty good running back. Hyde Park has only allowed 40 points the entire season, so strength meets strength possibly in 2 weeks, so keep an eye on that race, and that could be a lot of fun. We'll probably be talking about that one next week.
All right, and I guess now going to individual players, Danny, who gets your game ball this week?
Lago Vista sophomore Dawson Hernandez. Lago Vista had a pretty big game against Cameron Yale last week, #1 ranked team in the state. They had a little problem. Their starting fullback got injured last week, so they're, okay, we'll go with our backup fullback. He gets injured in practice, so they bring up this sophomore from the JV team, first ever varsity action, rushes 17 times, 204 yards, 3 touchdowns. Lago Vista wins 27-20. We've talked about Lago Vista a couple weeks ago when they beat Refugio, which was at that time the 4th ranked team in the state. So it's a pretty nice thing to have on your resume, a win over the #1 and win over the #4 teams in the state. So congrats to Coach Hare out there and Dawson Hernandez. It's a pretty nice debut.
Yeah, some great performances so far from Lago Vista. Rick, who gets your game ball this week?
Yeah, first of all, it makes you wonder what happened the other 3 games they lost.
Yeah.
But my game ball is going to Grant Brown. He's the quarterback for Regents. We don't talk a lot about Regents, but you just mentioned Grant Brown. He threw 14 completions out of 15 passes for 266 yards, 4 touchdowns, ran for a touchdown. 42-6, they beat San Antonio St. Joseph's. And 42-6, and it wasn't much of a game, but it seems like Grant plays well every week. He's got those stats, and 14 out of 15 is pretty amazing.
Central Texas producing some great performances around the area pretty much all season. Another good week of performances. Come back to Statesman.com later in the week. We'll preview week 7. We'll see you.